got me old Steadicam. Very good cameraman. However these things work, but one of my older films fired up 12 years ago. I'd gone down to West England, where the mountains are, where that writer comes from. I was just hacking around. And it's Beethoven, the Seventh Symphony conducted by Karajan, which is exactly what I do now. I still play exactly that same recording. And it's beautiful, glorious, joyous music. 1.2 thousand views, apparently. That was on my first original YouTube site. Now, life goes on. They crucified Christ. That's the bottom line. That beautiful, 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 actual, real human being, there he was. And the religious leaders of the day, the Jewish religious leaders, had him crucified. The Roman Catholics only forgave the Jews for doing that at the Second Vatican Council in 1962-3. They crucified him. And the sort of extraordinary aspect of it is, this was God's plan. And, of course, for Christ to rise again. It just seems to be something about the world and our living in it. It's still a jolly sauna in this room. I've had the blind closed all day, but the sun beats in. I think Heathrow is 32 degrees. Yeah. I mean, what are my little troubles? Quite frankly. You know, this is how I am. I'm fine, and how are you? If I'm not fine, well, fix it and make myself fine. The problem being, as anyone who's watched any of my films may have gathered, I've been evicted from my own home and made homeless by a pack of neighbours. I mean, I'm still in shock about it, really. Had a very nice long conversation with my new solicitor. I think it's 26 or 28 minutes. I just check stuff. I'm a Virgo. I check stuff. Filling her in on the sort of details. I'm effectively homeless until, well, I'm absolutely requesting lifting of this bail condition that I can't go to my own home. I'm renting a place and I'm having to shell out here as well, or wherever I happen to be living at the time, for 3 months. But I'm afraid I can't afford that. My real backstop plan is to go and sleep in the porch of the Baptist Church in St Albans. Then I can get the finances back on track with 0 daily accommodation cost. Currently where I'm staying, it's over £1,000 a month. plus the 495 I've got to find for my own place in Alnwick. I simply don't have that sort of money to blow. It's wiping me out. Tough titty, really. Cheers. What can I do? I've spoken to my solicitor now. Contacted the police again. They're not going to back down. Are they involved with the drug stealing, the police? I really couldn't care less, quite frankly. I'm not here to sort out the whole Northumbrian police force. I am interested in getting back into my own home. I love home. Just a little bit earlier on, I was so chuffed. Because of my broken marriage and all of that stuff, if anyone knows about it, fine. But anyway, my whole life has been gesplattered by a woman, an evil woman, who was sexually abused by her own father, Mr. Eric Bruin, who used to train the SAS to kill people. So I was evicted there too. And obviously I must be a bad man then. Why is it God keeps leading me to these sexually abused women? There's a Scottish one at the same St. Michael's Square, also sexually abused. Why not a beautiful, fine lady, like my mother or my granny or my great-great-grandmother? Why all these evil women in my life? Or poor injured spirits is another way of looking at them. They're compromised human beings. False sexual relations between adults and young people totally wreck that human being's life. I try to empathize with the Scottish neighbour. I bought her a motor car. I gave her these keys. I just said, come in. She says she's Roman Catholic, I Christian. I just said, come in, you're welcome, all right? Anytime you like. I bought her this motor car. That's still, I've got the key. Poor little motor car has gone to motor car heaven. I've got a happy face on my key ring. I empathized with her spirit. I thought, I'll do something helpful. I bought a motor car specifically for that woman, who then she betrayed me. She had the Polish woman, so that just these are purely words to distinguish between the neighbours. One is the Scottish woman, the other one is the Polish woman. That's it. There's no intent about using those adjectival pronouns. I think that's what they are. So I bought a motor car, a little Panda, for the Scottish woman who's just recently become a grandmother. She's only 39. She's got 2 lovely daughters, etc., 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 but divorce or whatever. And then the Polish woman, Ola Mitchler, whose name I'm allowed to say, I think, because it's in the court papers, so it's in public domain. I want nothing to do with any of this. I didn't come up from St Albans and Harpenden, where I've been living very peacefully for the last 2 years, to get absolutely hammered. I've been arrested for 4 times. 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 times the police have arrested me. It's not fair. I'm calling it rape. They've taken my main mobile phone. It cost £1,350. I haven't got that sort of money to keep blowing on mobile phones. This one cost £670. It's wiping me out. Sorry, it's rather boring to talk about money, but I'm afraid without it you're well and truly knackered. No one would talk to me. I had the instinct to put my old grey bag on my back. Some lovely Jewish lady spotted this. Okay, this raggedy, baggedy old bag. With its tired out old self, which has been on my back for, years. And what she said was, she was an older Jewish woman, she said, that bag has got much love. Because I kept mending it. Carry on, okay? Anyone can listen to it, whether you are into Beethoven or not. I love Beethoven, so carry on. Seventh Symphony, okay, it's just glorious. Conducted by Karajan. Beethoven, Seventh Symphony. Amen. That'll cheer us all up. Cheers. I like old Keith Floyd. Keith Floyd on fish. Have a quick slurp. He really was a good cook. Yep. Amen. Right. We've got David looking on. And then, of course, we have Mother Mary looking on. Hiding behind the bag at the moment. Okay.